Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Kara, and whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. Today I'm doing a get ready with me / my monthly build your own palette video. So if that sounds good and you just want to hang out this morning, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with those who feel the same way, definitely consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I am doing well. I have been getting up around 4:30 and just kind of piddling around and then starting to work out at 5, and that is really doing wonders for me as far as my energy in the morning, and I just feel like I've gotten my workout out of the way. It has really made me happy. I've been very organized. I'm not going to bed as early as I need to. I'm still going to bed around 11 o'clock, and it does make it a little tough to get up, but I am making some strides in the right direction. So let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat, whichever you prefer, and let's go ahead and get this started. This video was supposed to be up last week. Honestly, I just felt like chatting today, so I figured I would do it in combination with getting ready because I have not done that in a while. On my face, the last thing I put on was my Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisturizer, and before that, I recently started using the Skin by Kim Hyaluronic Acid Serum. It came as a free gift, so don't do it. I'm gonna put on my sunscreen, and this is from Natasha. It's the Silk Sunscreen. I know I usually do a new makeup releases video, and I did film it and I started editing it yesterday. I just felt like my energy was off. I don't know if it was because nothing excited me. I'm not sure what it was, but my energy was off as I started editing it. I wasn't enjoying the process because there was nothing wrong, but I just didn't like it. I might just wait until next week to put that up, and it's one of my favorite videos to film. That's why, I thought it was kind of odd that I wasn't enjoying the filming process of that. And I've just been going through a lot of thoughts when it comes to YouTube. I guess we can talk about it, but before we do, if you stumbled upon this video, my friend Kelly and I started this video because we weren't using our indie singles, and I'm kind of still not. So I have been on an indie singles no buy for, this is going on the 2nd year. It wasn't even really hard to do. So I don't foresee myself buying any more singles, but I do want to get some use out of the ones that I have. We decided to create palettes based on themes. It used to be 10 shades. Now we're just doing whatever we want. And this month we did a wild card. Once I made the palette, I realized I created a palette that I already had, which was kind of cool. So we'll get into that, and that's actually going to be the last thing. So I hope that you will stick around. I'm starting a new eye cream, and this is called the Revive Eye Serum with ginseng and retinol, and this is by Beauty of Josiane. I know it's hard to see, and I really like filming in the living room, but I got to figure out a filming situation. Lately, I just haven't really enjoyed sitting in the bedroom. I don't know, it gives me more of like a really comfy vibe, and I enjoy that. If you are a content creator on any platform and you came upon this video and you want to create a palette, create one. This is a wild card, so you can create anything you want this month, which is kind of cool. And if anyone participated in this collab, I know it's late, but I will put their video in the chat. So I'm gonna get ready to do my color corrector and concealer, and I'm using the Natasha Denona color corrector in C4, and I'm gonna use my girl Fenty today, No Music. This is the shade 300, I believe. Yes, 300N. Where's my mirror? Oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh, I have a mirror right here I can use. Oh, look. Oh, my mirror's all the way over there. It's okay. So I'm actually just going to be mixing both products just so I only have one layer of product on. And I've been using a beauty blender for a while, but I forgot how much I love this brush from BK Beauty. It's the A506. I really, really love that brush for concealer and for spot concealing. So, oh, we're gonna be leaving around 7:40, 7:45. I get the pleasure of taking my August to school today because I have a training, an equity training. August is eating tacos for breakfast. I've got crab cakes in the oven for my lunch, and I'm gonna heat up my egg bites in a second. I'm gonna spray my brush with my Tear setting spray, and then I'm gonna blend in this concealer and color corrector, and it should have a nice peachy undertone. And I still think I put on too much, but that's okay because I'm gonna use it on other parts of my face. I really like the idea of mixing the color corrector and the concealer. I think it just helps your makeup to not look cakey. So that's how I'm gonna be doing it from now on. I don't use color corrector every day, but when I do, that's gonna be the plan. And since it's a new month, I've been doing like one foundation per month for the most part. I am switching from Prada, which was last month, which was like the past couple months, because that's one of my favorites. But this is another favorite, and it's the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation from Hourglass in the shade 10.5, which is called 10.5. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on, and a little bit goes a long way with this foundation, in my opinion. I can't remember if it's supposed to be medium coverage or full. And honestly, I haven't even been wearing foundation like that. So I don't know. It's just, I'm just trying to use it up because, of course, as with pretty much everything in my collection, I have overindulged, and I am just trying to use up my products and become a little more knowledgeable about them in the process. I am gonna blend this one out with my beauty blender. Sprayed it with the Tear foundation. I like to do that, so I'm just setting my makeup during every step of the process. And I love how radiant this looks. I recognize this might be a bit dewy for some, but I love the finish. So now what I'm gonna do is go in with my Huda Beauty Peach Pie Powder, and I'm switching back to that this month. Last month I was using Makeup by Mario, and I do have a roundup video that I plan on doing to talk about the makeup that I used last month. I've been keeping like a makeup diary of all my products, and I have them all sitting out. And I think since I've been shopping my stash more, I feel so much more confident in talking about the products and whether I really like them or repurchase them. Before, it was like, I feel like I was just using things one time. I just feel better about how I talk about makeup lately. And so see how that kind of mattifies the under eye, because I don't really want a dewy under eye. I want a matte under eye. So just here, and then this area right here, I know usually needs something. Now next for bronzer, this is a product I haven't used yet, but I've used it in a different shade. It's the Melt Glaze Skin Sheer Finishing Powder, and I have the shade Tan. I want to see how that's going to look as a bronzer. I know some people really didn't like this powder, but I love the finish of it. So I'm going to try it out today, and I'm taking my Sonia G Niji Pro, and I'm just going to put it right here in this area, and I do see it a little bit. I haven't even been using bronzer, so I'm pulling that one out. I love the finish of this powder. I like, again, I do understand that some people don't, and this lighting might be a bit bright, so I'll figure it out. But you can see just a little color there, which is all I'm really looking for. And that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go put my breakfast bites in, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. I am not a fan of this lighting, but we're gonna make it work. I am gonna get ready to put on some blush, and this blush, I have been in love with this blush. It's by Rare Beauty. It is in the shade Believe, and it is super, super pigmented. You only need a little bit. So yeah, y'all, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm gonna do another video about it. I feel as though I'm in a different place in my life than I was when I started my channel. And that's a normal feeling because my channel is almost 5 years old. I think that my energy was off in my new makeup releases video, because that's just a feeling that I've had lately that I'm trying to address and understand. I've been questioning whether or not my channel truly reflects me and where I am in life, and especially in my makeup life, because one of the things I'm realizing is how much I really love makeup. I think one of the reasons that I'm loving it so much is because I am really getting a chance to enjoy all of these things that I really wanted to have. And so for example, this Rare Beauty blush, I know I only used it one time, and all through the month of February, I was using that blush. And I was like, I cannot believe I've had this blush for at least a year. And I just didn't have any thoughts on it because I was bringing in so many products. I'm just using this About Face eyeshadow primer, and I promise we'll get into the palette. I've been thinking a lot and reflecting a lot on what makes me happy, how I feel about myself, what things are important, and what is beauty. Like Beauty and the Frizz, that started because I was obsessed with makeup, and I was also a teacher. I'm still a teacher, but I'm a coach, and I love Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus, and I had frizzy hair. And you know, those things are changing about me, and the things that are beautiful to me are different. It's finding your style, which it is still in a crisis mode, but it's finding that style, it's being healthy, it's working on my mental health, it's pursuing like my hobbies, it's making sure my house is a peaceful place, which that's another work in progress. So when I think about what beauty means to me, it's a lot different than how this started. I didn't really plan on talking about this in this video, but I just feel a shift, and I'm not sure if anybody else is going through that, but I know I definitely am, and just feel compelled to share because I started my channel during COVID, and I was looking for an outlet. I was trying to learn how to do my makeup. I started collecting and obsessing because my personality could be very addictive when I start getting into hobbies. Like I want everything. I want the collection that everyone has. And it just really got out of control, I would say, very fast. I'm feeling the same thing happening with fragrances, so I am going to be cutting back on those as well because that's a newer hobby, and the chances are I could develop a different hobby and feel the same way. So these are some aspects about my personality that I am coming to terms with and trying to catch before they get out of control. But I've really been thinking about that. What are the things that are beautiful to me? Granddad's gonna be here at about 7:40. And what are the things that I want to share? Like what's really an asset, and why am I here on this platform? And those are just questions that I have been having lately. Like, what is my purpose here? Because the more and more I get into it, makeup, I think, has become an aside, especially in this particular community, because we talk about so many other things outside of it. And I don't know, I'm not finding the joy in getting new makeup all the time. And I remember before, when palettes would come, I would be so excited. I would be like, yes, I cannot wait to play with this palette. I can't wait to do all these looks. I can't wait to put all these eyeshadow shades on. Now I'm like, a palette will come, and I don't want to say I don't love it and I'm not grateful for it, but I don't like the pressure that I'm feeling about making content about it because it might not be what I'm into right now. Let me show y'all this palette. This is my palette right here. I'm showing it from far away because the lighting is a struggle, and I'm gonna swatch all the shades. I do have some circle shades from Cleona in here, which I feel like are totally underrated. So this first champagne-y light brown shade is called Prosecco. And that's just a really beautiful, icy, light brown champagne. This one is also by Cleona. This is Caribou. From Sydney Grace, this is the shade Camel. This one is almost the same as my skin tone, so it's tough to see. Next, we have this shade Puppy from Sydney Grace. From Cleona, we have the shade Shroom. And lastly, from Sydney Grace, I can't remember what shade this is, but this is from the Fancy Faces palette, and I just really like this shade. I did depot that palette and throw away the component. So here's my palette for the month. When I looked at it, it reminded me so much of Platinum Bronze from Pat McGrath, which was my very first palette. So I just thought they looked so similar, but I did not even have this in mind when I pulled it out. But I just created this palette because it just encompassed the shades that I'm using right now. So let me walk Marky out, and then we're gonna put this look together and finish chatting. All right, y'all, let's get into this eyeshadow look, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, y'all, that's kind of where I am. I think one of the reasons that I haven't been sleeping well is because this has been on my mind a lot. I was trying to think about what video would I talk about this in, and like what was I gonna say, but I just was like, just get on and film and speak from the heart. And I'd love to know how you're feeling just in general about things. This is the shade Camel, and I'm just putting this all over the lid so you can see just a little bit of a shadow there. I'm just feeling in a different space, and it might be because I am now 44. My priorities just feel different. And I think the makeup community that I circle in, it's a lot of indie makeup and new palettes and multiple looks and who's getting up first. And I'm really just not there anymore. I do want my channel to grow, but I also know what my channel started out as. And because I think that aspect of my channel has changed, where I'm not doing a bunch of indie makeup, where I'm not doing a bunch of swatching and new palettes and all of that, my growth has been just pretty much not happening. It's like one up, one down, one up, one down. That's not why I do this, but I also think about what is it that people come to me for and what is it that people want to see. It's kind of a balance, you know, because YouTube is a lot of work. The editing, the filming, for me, it's finding time. I have this collection that I'm maintaining. The editing and the time management is a lot. So when you do work on a video, I mean, it's kind of like art, you know. I do like to take into account what it is that I want to share and do, but I also take into account what my community wants to see from me. And it's a lot of it's just evolving. I think I am using the shade Puppy now on the outer corner. I'm just placing it in with this crease brush, and then I'm gonna blend it out. And back to being 44, a lot of the content that I see, there are some over 40 creators. I don't see a ton of Black creators. There are some. I'm finding more, which I'm really happy about. I'm looking for people in my age group who are navigating through a lot of new changes. And I've started to notice changes in myself, my body. I'm trying to lose some weight. It's not as easy as it was before. You know, many of us are parenting. Y'all know I have Marky in August, and just still trying to take care of yourself and work out and exercise and find the time for everything has been tough. And I do enjoy watching content about routines and morning routines and things like that. But I find that a lot of the people creating that content are younger than me. They don't have kids. They may create content, bless you, they may create content full time. And so, although I love the ideas and the wisdom that many of these content creators have, because they have a lot, I'm like, how do they have it so young? I'm trying to adapt a lot of what they are talking about to a completely different lifestyle. I do enjoy talking about those types of things because it's tough. This is the shade Caribou. Yes, I love this one. Anyway, that's a side note, and it's then a topic for another video, but I am just it's not really struggling. I'm just reflecting on where is my space here on YouTube. I don't know if it's here. Like, I love makeup. I'm not gonna be not doing makeup, but this has just really been on my mind, and I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate it. So I hope you all will bear with me taking the shade Shroom as I figure it out. I'm also just at a point in my life where I want to be consistent with my goals. You know, I did that video a few months ago about the winter arc, and I've stayed on track, but I've also gotten off track. So this getting up at 4:30 it's been awesome, and I'm trying to use that as motivation to continue on. But yeah, I'm ready to make some pivotal changes in my life, and I'm excited about them. And buying a lot of new makeup is not, it's not fitting in with it. So that's where it's tough. But I also feel like, wow, you've spent almost 5 years building this amazing collection. I want to use it. I want to work on finding my look, which, you know, when I cut my hair, I really felt like that was a step in the right direction, because I love it, you know. I don't miss it being long at all. Like, so I know that was one of the best decisions that I could make. Now I'm working on my clothes and that's kind of a struggle, but I'm working on it and I'm excited. And I think that, you know, finding my style now is different than, or it's evolved from what it used to be. So is this what it feels like when you're approaching midlife? Because I think that's where I am. And with everything that is going on in the world, you're being forced to really analyze like what is important. And I think I've reached a plateau with always purchasing new makeup. In my heart, I want to, but once I let it die down, I'm like, no, like I have some really good products that might be actually holy grails that I had never even given a chance, which is really amazing. That's why I'm really looking forward to doing the roundup, because now I feel like I can talk about things and actually share some of the treasures that I've had in my collection that have just really been sitting here. I am going to take my blush brush. We're going to leave in about 3 minutes. And this is the melt powder in medium. Only need a little bit. So anyway, y'all, that is kind of where I am right now. Probably the reason that I've had less content. I've also felt so pressured to keep my schedule, and it's really been tough to do that with the sports commitments that the boys have had. So I don't know, it's just a lot going on, and I love YouTube. Like, I never want to leave. What I will say though is I got lavender colored braces, and why do they look green? Why don't these braces, August, come look at my braces. I know, we're about to leave. We're about to leave. Do my braces look green? What in the world? I'm taking a lippy from KKW Beauty. I'm trying to hold the piece in. Oh my gosh. How did they get green?
And why are we even talking about braces?
I'm looking at my braces in the mirror like, why are they green? That's, wow. Oh my God, that is so wild. I just got them done last week. Why are they green? That's never happened before. Huh. Oh my gosh, y'all. That's another thing. I'm getting my braces off in 2 more appointments. So I'm really excited. Oh no. Well, we're gonna have to go with Fenty because I don't know what I did with my, oh, wait a minute, right here. Huh?
Yeah, you said we have to walk.
No, I'm gonna go with this KKW Beauty, Skin by Kim. The liner was KKW Beauty. All right, y'all, that's my look. Let me show y'all the eye look. The eye look is so pretty. It's like wet looking. I really love that. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about what I was talking about. It's kind of going to be a part 2, I feel, coming, because definitely didn't plan on talking about it. And it's kind of an unfinished topic, and it doesn't have a overnight answer. But that's the look. I don't know what we have going on next month for the Build Your Own Palettes video. And I had talked to Kelly about, you know, sitting some of them out because it's really hard for me to schedule content right now, but we will see. So let me know your thoughts about this look. Let me know how you're feeling about everything and what I said. I am always looking for feedback, but for now, I am going to get ready for work. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe. And I will see y'all really soon. Bye.
Hey, you said soon, I'm next.